Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today I'm going to recreate my wedding look for you guys, the one where I went to my brother's wedding in West Virginia. So I have on my Doctor Who dress. There will be closer up and full shot pictures on my Instagram, which is at Pink Sweets with a 1 instead of an I. If you want to see wedding photos, the view, like all those things, the mountains, everything that I saw. And while I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to tell you guys about my trip because there were some definite pluses and some definite negatives. So I'm going to tell you about all of them today. And yeah, so let's get started. So as you guys know, I brought my BPerfect palette. I brought my Jeffree Star Platinum Ice palette, and the rest of my makeup was in this case. I did a haul, or not a haul, a what's in my bag video showing you guys everything that I brought with me. So that is exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to work out of my bag. So I have not unpacked. I just got back late last night. So that is what we're going to do. So we're going to go into my little bag over here. I still have swatches on the back of my hand. But just that. Okay, so the first thing I used was my MAC paint stick, and I've already moisturized my face. I'm down to the nub. That's like as far as it'll go up of my MAC paint stick. So I'm either going to have to order a new one or decide if I'm just going to go to the NYX Jumbo pencil, which I haven't decided yet. And then I'm going to take my sponge, and I'm just going to pat that out. And this is exactly how I did it in the hotel. So I did it, it was so easy. Like seriously, I will never pack the way that I used to pack again if I can help it, because I was just blown away at how easy it was for me to just get ready. Like, I got ready quicker than I have, like, ever. I'm going to use my brow. This is from Cella, and this is the Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I got it in a BoxyCharm. And you basically open one side, it has the brush, and you open the other side, and it has the pomade. So I just did a really quick, really easy brow. I'm not a brow expert by any means, nor do I really want to be, I don't think. I mean, sometimes I look at people's photos and I'm like, man, I wish my brows looked like that. But I think I kind of like, on me, I like the more natural kind of, just filled in where it needs to be. And this is literally the quickest brow product I think I've ever used. And honestly, when it runs out, I think I will repurchase it, which is like the only item that I've gotten from BoxyCharm so far that I can think of that I could say that with. So I just ran it through my brows real fast and just kind of gave them a little bit of shape. And that's it. And I know that not everybody does their brows that way, and that's totally fine. Some people don't even do their brows, and that's totally fine too. So just pat out the creases. I used my Wet n Wild brush set, my new one, and I love it. It worked really, really well. So I had the brushes in the top section. I need that. Is that all of them? Yes. So I had my brushes here, and I basically just used these two for my eyes. So I did a blue look because I wore a Doctor Who dress. My brother and his wife are both into like fandom, anime, science fiction, that kind of thing. So I went ahead and I decided to do wear my Doctor Who dress and just wear a blue eyeshadow look. So that is what we're going to do today. Using the BPerfect Carnival palette. I think I've shown you guys before, but I'll show you real quick again. And I basically used this shade, that shade, and a little bit of Moony for my brow bone. So, like running out of space. I literally just got back late last night and I have not unpacked anything. So, yeah. All right, there. It'll fit right there. Oh, and the brush will fit right there. Perfect. Okay. So first I went in with the blending brush and just going to swirl it around on my color switch because I don't want to use the dark blue first. So, the trip. So, the trip, the wedding was in Mount Hope. Well, no, the wedding itself was in Fayetteville, West Virginia. And it was so beautiful. And the wedding itself was beautiful. And I love my brother and I love his wife. So let me just say that first. The wedding itself, I'm very happy I was there for it. I went with my nephew and my husband. My brother is older than I am. And so my nephew is older. Like, he's not like my little nephew. You know what I mean? Like, I'm closer in age to him. So, and for those of you who don't know, which I don't know if I've actually said it like in a full sentence or if I've just kind of hinted at it, but my brother was married to my best friend, the one who passed away. Like, that was his first wife. So I'm not going to lie and say, like, you know, it wasn't, you know, I mean, it's a little difficult, right? So now I'm going to go in with the deep blue shade. Now, I'm so happy that he found his wife and that they're so happy together because they are perfect for each other. They really are. And all I want is to see him happy. That doesn't mean that it's going to be like the easiest thing ever, but, and also my best friend was from West Virginia, so that was kind of, I was just, you know, it was an emotional weekend because it was bittersweet, not even bitter. Like, I was happy, but it was just a little bit hard because it was the first time that I had gone to West Virginia. Like, not the wedding part, that wasn't the hard part. It was I haven't been to West Virginia since the last time I went with her to visit her family. So that part was hard. And then I had anxiety about riding through the mountains in the car like I always do. So I just took the dark blue and I put it on the outer V. And on the way there, like, we didn't know, my husband went to WVU and we didn't know that the wedding, or the hotel, I should say, was very close to WVU because if we had, we would have gone a different way, but we went the way the GPS told us to go, which was completely the wrong way. I mean, not the wrong way. It got us there, but it would have been much faster if we would have gone a different way. So now I'm going to take Moony, which is that very light shimmery shade, and just put it on my brow bone. And so it took way longer for us to get there than it should have. It took about 8.5 hours, and it was dark, and it was raining, and it was windy, and uphill, downhill. It was not fun. And then we got to the hotel. And it was the worst hotel I've ever stayed at in my life. It was the only hotel that was available, like, months booked out. Now I'm going in with Breezy, which is like just a shimmery, like, teal shade, because of the fact that the same weekend that they got married was Bridge Day, which is a day where there's a bridge and people bungee jump off of it and parachute and parasail off of it. So, it was crazy busy. And the traffic getting there was awful, and all the rooms were booked. Otherwise, I would have switched hotels because I took pictures of the hotel because, I mean, it was disgusting. Like, it was like our room hadn't been cleaned in months. The people that worked there were really nice, but in terms of the conditions of the hotel. I thought I was going to fall through the floor. Yes, I know I'm a big girl, but even if I had weighed like 120 pounds, I felt like I would have felt like I was going to fall through the floor because my husband is skinny and he thought he was going to fall through the floor. So it was very dilapidated and not the best. So that is what I did on the top. And I'll add something to inner corners once we do our face. So it was just crazy. And my nephew and my husband and I just looked at each other and started laughing because we were sharing a room. And we had 2 beds. So we got there like around midnight. And then the next day we got up, we got ready for the wedding. And this is exactly what I did. I put my curlers in my hair, did my makeup, took my hair out, took the curlers out, and then did some touch-ups. And then we drove to the wedding, which was about 20 minutes from the hotel. And I'm just going to put some hydrating spray on. It's my Rose facial toner. And where the wedding actually was gorgeous. Like, it was at her parents' house, and her parents, I guess, live in Fayetteville, West Virginia, and it was stunning. Like, the view was beautiful. I'll put pictures on my Instagram of the view as well. If I can figure out how to put a photo into my video, I will do that as well. And I used my Lancome foundation by itself, and I just used this brush, which I'm going to spray also with my toner spray. I just like it gives the brush more movement. So the wedding itself was beautiful. The ceremony was beautiful. A friend of ours is ordained, and he did the ceremony. And his wife and son were there. It was really good to see them because I hadn't seen them in a while. Some of us only see each other at events. And so it was good to see them. And he did a good job with the ceremony. And my brother's wife sewed her own dress, which was gorgeous. And I didn't put a lot of foundation because I didn't know how the temperature was going to be. It was freezing. It actually ended up snowing the night, like, the wedding happened, and then that night it ended up snowing. But I didn't want to wear a lot of foundation. Although it was funny because my friend Lou, she was there, and she was like looking at me, and she was like, she took a picture of us, like a selfie, and she wears makeup, but I mean, hers is more like natural glam, you know? And she looked at the picture of the 2 of us, and she was like, why is it that every time we take a selfie together, I look like I'm wearing no makeup when I'm next to you? And I was like, oh, that's just because I pile it on. So I'm going in with the peach setting powder. I didn't wear any concealer. I didn't want anything to look really cakey, or not that my concealer looks cakey, but I wanted the minimum on my face just because I didn't know if I was going to be hot or if I was going to be in the rain or anything. So the wedding was in my brother's wife's parents' living room, and they have a beautiful, beautiful home in the country. And like I said, the view was gorgeous, which I'll put pictures of that on my Instagram as well. It was just stunning. And the ceremony was short but sweet. And then afterwards, we went back to the hotel. Well, first we went to Walmart, which I don't know which video is going up first, but I did a haul showing you guys the stuff that I got because most of it was Halloween related or makeup related. So just dusting the rest of the powder off. And then I used my new L'Oreal bronzer, the Lumi True Match bronzer. So we went to Walmart and we just walked around. We got some stuff. And then by the time we got back to the hotel, we were exhausted from the drive the night before, and we had a hard time like winding down when we finally got there because we were just like, oh, you know. So I'm just warming my face up with it. So we went, oh, and when we were on our way there, my husband got me these at a country store. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's a sun and a moon, and the dress has kind of like a galaxy theme. So he was like, oh, you could wear these to the wedding, because they had them at a little country store that we stopped at. Really cute. So, what else? Oh my gosh, and it's so cute because when the bronzer or the blush that I brought with me was that teeny tiny blush, and my nephew was like, what is that? And it's this little Too Faced, and it really packs a punch. I liked this blush a lot, and it lasted all day. It was actually my first time using it because I got it as like a 100-point perk, I think, or like, I don't know, maybe I got it for free when I got something from TooFaced.com, but it's just really pretty rosy flush. So we went back to the hotel. We grabbed dinner. Well, my nephew went and took a nap, and my husband and I went out and grabbed dinner for everyone. Well, for the three of us, and brought it back to the room. And we just kind of watched, we watched some cooking show. It was like a Halloween cooking show where they baked these Halloween-themed cakes. And then I fell asleep. Like, literally, it was like a baby. I ate my food and I was out like a light. And they decided to drink. So they drank together at the hotel. And I'm going to use this. This is a green Wet n Wild pencil. It's a multi-stick. You can use it anywhere you want. Why I didn't use this for my Wicked Witch of the West look, I don't know. And I just thought it would be a good base for the blue that I'm going to put underneath my eyes. So, and so they drank, not like excessively, but you know, they drank. And so then I woke up and we just I kind of watched some more. I watched the ID channel because I'm addicted to it. I just love like crime documentaries and stuff like that. So I'm taking that same brush, the flat shader brush, and I'm just running the turquoise, the first one we put in the crease, along the lower lash line. And then I'm taking the dark blue and I'm just putting it on the outer portion. So, and then we slept. And then the next day we packed up, went to breakfast. And then my hubby, like GPS'd, but not the same way that we went there. So it only took us about 4.5 hours to get back. So that was good. And we got home. We still got home late last night, but that was mostly because we decided to just kind of take our time yesterday in terms of, you know, like we had breakfast, or not really breakfast, more like lunch. And then this is the Rimmel Stay Matte Setting Spray. I don't know why I always have to look at it. It's like I don't remember what it's called. And then I took my pencil brush and my Jeffree Star Platinum Ice, and I mixed Glacier and Ice Cold. And we also went back to Walmart because I had gotten one pair of pajama pants while we were there the first time. I dropped my mirror. Okay, that's all right. We don't need it at the moment. I'll get it in a second. And I didn't realize that I had lost enough weight that I could wear the next size down. So we went back because I was like, well, if I can wear the next size down, then I want to go get the other parasol, which was like it had zombies on it. So you'll see it in my haul. So we went and got that. Because I didn't know if our Walmart would have it or not. So I wanted to get it before we came home. And then I just used a combination of Glacier and Ice Cold on my face as well. Okay. And everything just fits so nicely in this bag. Like, I don't know. It was like life-changing for me. I'll just use this little tiny mirror to do my mascara. And it was awesome. So I'm so happy for my brother and his new wife. They are currently in Vegas on their honeymoon. She had never been, and he's been a few times. One of the reasons he's been is because, that wasn't his first time, but I had 2 weddings, and my first wedding was in Vegas. It was not a cheesy, not that there's anything wrong with that if that's what you want to do, but mine was like an actual planned wedding, and we had friends come out, and then we had a second wedding at a church here. That's a long story that I will tell you at some point if you guys want to know about how I ended up with 2 weddings. To the same person, FYI. So I just used my Lash Princess mascara, which I will definitely repurchase. Definitely. And then I just spray my face again. And then I'm just going to go in with the blush brush. Okay. I think we're done with these brushes. And this bag was perfect. It was lightweight. It was perfect. It fit, everything I needed. I highly recommend it. And I think they're like $20. They're $25 tops. And it's really good quality. So I used the NARS pencil. I got this in my birthday gift, I think. And it's called Rikugen. I don't know. It's like a dusty mauve shade. And then that was basically just to outline my lips. And then I went in with Wolfsbane from Mega Monsters, which I then thought, that's too gray toned. So we fix it. But the hotel, I would love to report the hotel, because I honestly think that they need to close it and remodel or something. But I'm torn because the employees are so nice there, and I don't want them to not have a job. So I don't know what to do. Okay, this is the shade Shameless in from Huda Beauty. This is one of her strobe. Are they strobe glosses? Lip strobe. And I just wait for this to dry. This is one of the few items I have from Huda Beauty. I have some palettes, It's not a brand that I bought this a while ago too, but I love this lip gloss though. And I just wanted my lips to be a little glossy. And it gave it a little bit of like a sheen, like a pinkish duochrome sheen that's hard to see on camera, but alright. And then, I'm always dropping something. Alright, and that's it for makeup. So then I just took my hair out of these curlers, which I love this set. It only comes with 5. And I typically either use 5 or I use 4 of them. And they heat up really fast. It's by Hot Tools. I just dropped one of the things. I'll get it. And you just stick them in your hair, do your makeup, and then pull it out. And you have curls. So I didn't want to shake them out too much, only because my hair tends to not hold curls well, especially if it's going to be humid or if it's going to be raining. So, which it wasn't humid, but it was slightly like raining and snowing. And then I just sprayed my Bedhead TG Masterpiece. That's my favorite hairspray. And last but not least, my brother loves Totoro because he loves anime. So I got the Totoro bow that I got from Hot Topic. And I just took it and kind of pulled part of my hair to the side. And then fluffed my hair up. Tucked this one, I think, a little behind my ear. And that was that. So that is the final look. So this is the makeup that I did for the wedding. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I did have overall a wonderful time bonding and hanging out with my nephew and my hubby. And, you know, we made the most of the hotel, so it worked out. And I'm very, very happy for my brother and his new wife, and I love them. And I hope that they're having fun in their honeymoon. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.